Hello everybody, it's Joe from JLW Games, coming at you with another cool stream/video. Today, we're going to be discussing some of the new attractions coming in the coming years, like 2017, 2018. I'm not sure if we're going as far as 2019, but I want to kind of discuss some of the new rides and attractions coming to different parks around the world that are going to wow people. I'm not going to get to everything, obviously, but I'm going to get to as much as I can. So there's a couple of specific ones I want to talk about, and a couple of things, they're mostly 2018, because 2017 seems to be a pretty rotten year for the roller coaster these days. Because 2017, Six Flags had poor announcements. All they're getting is the 40 free flies, or the 40 free spins, to 3 of their parks, I believe. And as for let me go ahead and enable the chat. I forgot to do that. That way I can see your guys' discussion here. Alright, so you guys are free to discuss with me what you guys think. So if you have just joined in the last couple seconds, we're going to be discussing new coasters for the future as in 2017 and 2018 mostly. So all the 2017 announcements have seemed to have come already, so we can really talk about a lot of those. But I really want to talk about a little bit of 2018 as well, and some of my thoughts of how 2018 already looks like a better year than 2017 for roller coasters, even though 2018 is still another year down the line, a little more than a year for most parks. So we're going to get right into this. I've got my browser up right here, which is not that one. This one right here. There we go. And we're going to actually kind of take a look around of the new rides. So what I'm going to first want to take a look at for next season, most likely the best coaster opening next year in 2017 is most definitely Mystic Timbers at Kings Island. So I'm not the greatest typer in the world. So Mystic Timbers at Kings Island, if you haven't heard of this one before, I don't know where you've been, but Mystic Timbers at coming to Kings Island, which is in Mason, Ohio, which I've only been to once, which was last year, and I have to say it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun at Kings Island. It was a great... I'm going to move this over here. Whoops. Not what I want. You're ruining my time. There we go. But anyways, Mystic Timbers is obviously the best coaster, most likely, in my opinion, coming in the world next year for roller coasters. It's looks like a fantastic GCI Woody. I've been on GCI Woody similar to this, more like Prowler from Worlds of Fun is probably the closest I've been on, and they really, I think, actually compared it to that quite a bit, because before they made the announcement, they they mentioned Prowler, how it beat out Diamondback in 2009 for Best New Ride of 2009? Yeah, 2009, because that was the last ride that Worlds of Fun actually had. So as for Mystic Timbers announcement, I think it's a fantastic addition for Kings Island. They have a lot of wooden coasters out over there, and I got to ride a lot of them. I got to ride all of them, and I saw some of the construction for Mystic Timbers. They didn't really have much when I was out there, because I went back in like August of 2016. So all they really had was a lot of footers and stuff. So this is already announced, obviously, and the big question is, what is in the shed at the end of the ride? Because you go into this at the end of the ride, you get to this shed is what they're calling it, and you get to go inside, and we don't know what it is. It's going to be some sort of surprise. And I am actually visiting this park in March. No, May. March. I don't even think they're open in March. No, back in May, towards the opening of this ride in the first place. So we're going to be waiting in line quite a long time. It's going to be interesting. And if you don't know what's in the shed, I'm going to guess. I don't know. They've kept it hush-hush. I'm going to guess there's going to be a lot of special effects in there with like vines and stuff. That's going to be really cool. Maybe some animatronic stuff in there. I don't know. I think it's going to be a very interesting thing. I don't know what they're going to put in there. What is in the shed? Let me guys know what you guys think is in that shed. So, what we're also going to be looking for, or what we're also going to be doing here, is we're going to be, I didn't want to go to that. We're going to go to YouTube and check out some POVs here. So obviously all we have for POVs is animated. So we got theme park review. I'll go full screen. I don't have the full thing going here, but this is Mystic Timbers at Kings Island that will be opening this year. And I'm very excited to ride this thing. I'm actually very happy that I'll be able to ride this as soon as it opens, pretty much, because I'll be there in May, which is going to be really awesome. I'm just going to be, it's going to suck for the, literally going to suck for the lines and stuff, but hopefully it'll be definitely worth it, and it looks like a great ride. I think it's a 109-foot climb, and like a, I don't know. But it's going to be really cool. It has this huge drop turn at the beginning. It's over by Diamondback over here. As you can see, it looks like you can see, I believe it's called Vortex in the background as well. It looks very mystic with all the fog and everything. And this one's like truly in the woods and stuff. It's going to be really cool. But it has this big drop, and then most of the ride is going to stay low to the ground and just have these little airtime hops. And I can tell you what, coasters that stay low to the ground are very fun because they always feel like they're faster than what they are. And it looks like they have a tunnel there. And a hop, twist, turn, like it's gonna be nuts. Like if you really have been on a coaster like this where it stays low to the ground and just has nothing but like little airtime hills, you'll understand. And then of course it ends up what's in the shed, so you don't get the full POV, you just get to see what's in the shed. So anyways, I don't know what's in the shed, but I'm sure it will be fantastic, especially since they're keeping it hush-hush. So that is Mystic Timbers. Mystic Timbers is going to be an amazing ride, and I'm very happy to say that I will be able to ride this thing as soon as it opens. So and hopefully I can get more than one ride on it, but if I don't, I'll probably sit in the back if I have the option, because you're going to whipped around more in the back and stuff like that. So Mystic Timbers is definitely one of the best best coaster coming next season. 2017 is not looking like a huge year for anything, pretty much, for coaster-wise and rides-wise. I mean, people are very disappointed in Six Flags, but hopefully that means maybe they're saving up for 2018, and we can have something huge in 2018. No Rocky Mountain construction coasters allowed or announced for 2017. So that kind of sucks because I love RMCs. RMCs are one of my favorites. I love Rocky Mountain construction. One of my favorites. Even though I've only been on one RMC, and that's Outlaw Run. As for ranking it park-wise, Kings Island, will it be the best ride in the park? I don't know about that, but it's going to be high up there, I think. You have a lot of competition there. I mean, you got Diamondback, Banshee, what is it? Flight of Fear or something like that. That indoor coaster that's really cool. Firehawk, which Firehawk wasn't the greatest, but I thought it was still kind of fun. The Racer, all those great rides that are in Kings Island. The Beast, I can't believe I didn't mention that one yet. Beast is amazing. Like, I can't believe how much fun I had on Beast. Beast was a lot of fun. If I had to guess, I haven't ridden it, so this isn't my final verdict. Obviously haven't rode it before, but if I'm gonna rank it in the top 3 in Kings Island, maybe top 4, or maybe 4th or 5th. Because I think number 1 for Kings Island for me, Banshee by far I think was my favorite ride there. I know a lot of people don't think that, but I think Banshee was my favorite coaster at Kings Island. That is a really good B&M invert. Like, it's the best B&M invert I've ever been on. And, I haven't been on a whole lot of inverts, but it was the best one that I have personally ridden. And I think that's going to be my favorite there. And coming in at number 2, it's either the Beast or Mystic Timbers. That's what I think it's going to be. For me, it's either going to be better than the Beast for me, or the Beast is going to be better. Like, I really enjoyed the Beast a lot. For as old as a coaster as it is, I was very shocked of how actually fairly smooth it was too. I was very surprised of how smooth the Beast was when I rode it out there at Kings Island. It's a lot of fun. Now, as for Mystic Timbers, I don't know if it'll be better than the Beast. I don't know if anything is going to be better than the Beast, wooden coaster-wise, but it might be up there. And Diamondback was fun. I enjoyed Diamondback a lot, but for some reason, I prefer the, Beast Banshee over it. I think Diamondback comes in at around 3rd for me, 3rd or 4th. It's still in the top 5, but... Flight of Fear was really fun, that indoor coaster, and I'd say Firehawk was actually towards the bottom. Racer was okay. I mean, it's a old wooden racing coaster, and I think it was actually the first racing coaster I've actually been on. That actually had the 2 dual tracks that go next to each other, but they only had one side going when I rode, so it wasn't as thrilling, so maybe that's why I didn't care for it as much. Of course, after I rode it, they actually got the second one going, which was actually kind of frustrating, because I was like, I wanted to ride next to the other one and race the other side. But as for Mystic Timbers, I don't think it's going to quite be the greatest coaster in the park, but it's going to be very high up there. I think it's going to be a fantastic coaster for 2017, and I by far think that Mystic Timbers is going to win the Golden Ticket Award for Best New Ride of 2017. I think that will be no problem for it. I think they're going to easily get that award. Now, as for other 2017 rides, we're going to move on a little bit here. We can talk about Six Flags all you want, but the only new coasters they're getting are 4D free spins. If you haven't seen those, they're nothing special. When the first one came out, I believe it was Six Flags Fiesta Texas or Over Texas. I think it was Fiesta Texas, Batman, and I believe I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it's Fiesta Texas, but it's a nice little ride, I think. I've never been on one, so I'm not going to judge it too much, but, so we're getting 3 more of those in the USA here in those Six Flags parks that it's going to. I think it's going to, I forgot which 3. I actually cannot remember. But those, they're probably good additions for those parks, but I'm not a big fan of cloned rides. I don't care for cloned rides. I love custom, original rides. Those are my favorites. So anyways, there's not much to talk about for 2017. There really isn't. And Mystic Timbers, I think there's a couple of other rides. I think there's actually one in SeaWorld that's actually getting a family coaster. Let me find it. I forgot what the name of it is. And it's at San Diego. Might be the next one. Yes, the Wavebreaker. Wavebreaker, which opens in 2017 for SeaWorld San Antonio. That's what it is, San Antonio. So SeaWorld Wave Breaker. So let's talk about this one a little bit. I haven't seen too much about this one. So I'm going to take a look to see if this is kind of what I want. No, not that. I don't think they've actually released the full POV. Alright, so let's take a look at this real quick. So we're taking a look at Wave Breaker.
Maneuvers and exhilarating speed will put you to the ultimate test.
Alright, so you get a good shot right here. Let's pause it right here. It looks like it's going to go over the water, which is actually a really cool thrilling factor that a coaster would go over. I think it's a launch coaster as well. And it's more of a family coaster, but it looks pretty thrilling for a family coaster. You're going to be over the water. That's going to be really fun. And, you know, launch coasters are also very thrilling rides. So I think this one actually is another great one.
Take on the challenge at SeaWorld San Antonio in 2017.
So in San Antonio, SeaWorld San Antonio. So that's SeaWorld San Antonio. I don't know if there's a... I'm going to try and see if I can't find a full POV of this thing. I don't know if they've released a full POV of this thing. There's a no limits. I'm not seeing one. Unofficial POV rendering. I can take a look at this. I want to see what it is first before I show it. Alright, so we're going to take a look at this one. It looks like it was built in like No Limits or something, but it's unofficial, but I'm sure it gets the basic design. I'm going to go ahead and mute that so you can hear me talk a little bit. But as you can see, yeah, it's a No Limits creation. It looks like someone recreated it in No Limits, the design. So this isn't official at all. So, but it looks like it has this little hill, and it's going to be over the water for a lot of the ride, which is actually really cool. And it's going to have obviously different trains and stuff like that, but it's going to go back and forth around the water. It's actually really cool. Wave Breaker at SeaWorld San Antonio. I've never been to there. The only SeaWorld I've been to is in Orlando, Florida. And I had a lot of fun there. It's actually really fun. I love SeaWorld, and I think you're going to be seeing a lot more coasters going to these parks. Obviously, Mako opened in SeaWorld Orlando, and I think they're going to keep going. And then there was another one that was announced. I think it was, which one was it? Electric Eel or something like that. So that one's going to be really cool as well. So we're going to go ahead and take a look for that one. But SeaWorld Electric Eel. Now this is a 2018 coaster going to SeaWorld San Diego. So we're talking about 2017 and 2018. And it looks pretty good. I mean, it looks like it would definitely be thrilling. Let's take a look.
Just beneath the surface lurks a predator so shocking you will feel the charge
So the first thing I think about this is kind of like Superman Ultimate Flight.
of your life.
I've never been on something like that though. 150 feet high. But it looks like you get a lot of big hang time on those rolls at the top. 62 miles an hour.
Striking SeaWorld in 2018.
Alright, so it's going to be really cool. It's awesome that we already have these announcements for 2018. I think we've seen more coasters in 2018 announcements than we have in 2017, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, Electric Eel's another one coming, and that's coming to SeaWorld San Diego in 2018. It's pretty much a cloned ride. But as you can see, there's already more coasters announced for 2018, I feel, than 2017 itself, which is insane. I mean, these look a lot of fun, and I think it'll be a cool addition, probably. I don't know SeaWorld San Diego very well, but, yeah. Well, those are really cool. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I mean, SeaWorld. I think they're going to be adding a lot more thrill rides and stuff in the future, and it's really cool, so... And again, no RMCs. No RMCs. And I hear that they, just like you said, they don't need another launch coaster. It sounds like they already have enough launch coasters, but, you know, you never know. Well, you never know. I guess it's just something that was cheap and something that they could go with. To add another thrill ride to the park. I don't know exactly. I don't know SeaWorld very well, so that's about all I really know. Now, let's see what else we have. There's another one I'm trying to think of. 2018 let's see. Um, 2018. There it is. Valkyria is coming in 2018. It's a new B&M dive coaster coming to, was it Leisburg? I've heard of the place before. So that's actually very interesting. We should probably take a look at this. Let's see if I can't get a interesting video here. Valkyria. Okay, so I can't really get a good picture of it or anything. So we're going to go to images. Valkyria. So by no means is this roller coaster going to break records, that's for sure. But it looks like a pretty decent dive coaster coming in 2018, which is going to be cool. See if I can get a good picture of it. Here, this is the best picture I can find, and it's super small. But anyways, we'll go with that. So this is it right here. And this is a kind of like the concept art, kind of. They're really cool, and I don't know the stats at all, really, but I know it's not gonna, as far as I know, breaking any B&M dive coaster records. I think it's only like not even 200 feet tall. I don't even think, but I'm not positive. But as you can see, it's not very, very tall, but I think it drops down into a tunnel, which is actually going to be really, really cool. And look at that station. That station's actually really neat, and it's actually really cool. And I forgot where this park actually is. I don't exactly know. But B&M Dives, I don't know if they've really revealed the layout that much. But as you can see, it has kind of like this roll, almost similar to Valraven. I don't know if it's a roll or if it's kind of like a turn. It kind of looks like it does do a roll under the lift hill right there, which is actually really cool. If it has anything like that roll on Valraven, you know, it's a good element. So I already think it's going to be really cool, because if it does dive into a tunnel, it's actually going to be a really neat thing that's going to bring something that some of the other dive coasters don't. You know, you dive down into an awesome underground tunnel and stuff. That's going to be really, really neat. And, you know, the color scheme looks interesting with the yellow and white. So I hear that it's in Sweden, which is actually really cool. I got a question that says that everyone's asking, theme parks or amusement parks, which one do you like better? Go ahead and start answering there. For me, it is definitely theme parks. I enjoy theme parks a lot more because there's stories behind each ride, and there's a story behind the park that you're in. It looks like you're entering a story almost. It's really awesome, and that's what I really love about theme parks. But don't get me wrong, I love amusement parks as well because they're all about the rides and thrills, which is absolutely awesome. So it's awesome. So Valkyria, I don't know. It's almost as hard as thinking, not really, but Valraven, when trying to say that, Valraven, it's officially Valraven. So that's that. So, anyways, that's some of the new rides coming in the near future that we've talked about. I'm not going to talk about any of the small additions, which I already kind of did. We know, like Electric Hill and stuff. That's kind of a smaller one. But what do you guys? I want to hear what you guys think in the comments. What is your favorite ride coming in 2017? Me personally, Mystic Timbers, without a doubt. It's not even a competition. For me, it's Mystic Timbers. As for another coaster that I just thought of that I can't believe I haven't thought of before yet, is actually coming in Orlando. Let me type it in here. And is it 2017 or 2018? But there's a new roller coaster coming in Orlando, Florida, and it's going to be the tallest roller coaster in the world, standing at over 500 feet tall, and it's kind of built on the Skyscraper, which is actually interesting itself. So this thing is huge, to say the least. So as you can see, I think they got just cleared that this is actually coming. I don't exactly know the name of it. I heard Skyscraper. I've heard other things, and I've seen kind of a difference in the designs of it. Like the lift hill looked different in certain spots, I think. See, on this one, it's going straight up, and then on another one, it was actually going around. And this is actually launching you up. I don't know if this is official or not, if they've changed it, or how this is actually working. But it launches you up over 500 feet, and then you have like these outside bank turns, which is actually really cool. And, I don't think it's going to be anything special. I mean, the most thrilling part is being that high up on this giant tower and having these beyond vertical drops. You're going to get some really neat speed. You're going to have some of these dive loops, as you can see here. It's going to look really cool, and yeah, so I don't know if this, it says, I've been hearing that this is opening in 2017. I'm not entirely sure. It's 2017 or 2018. I don't know exactly. I think construction just began on it, so it might be later in 2017 is going to be my guess. So, but it's absolutely awesome. It looks great, and I think it looks pretty thrilling and awesome. Like, this is something I would love to ride. I mean, it looks like a very long ride as well. And it's going in Orlando, Florida, so since it's not in a park, I could see it opening later in 2017. But I don't exactly know where this actually is in Orlando or what it is exactly. I just know about, I heard about a coaster. I've seen different design changes, and this video was posted 7 months ago, so I'm sure they've had to change differences, based on safety reasons and all that stuff. So it has changed in recent years, but for the most part, I think a lot of it's the same for the most part. So, but I can't remember if they've said 2017 or 2018. This says 2017. Most of the videos do, anyways. I don't know. This one doesn't actually say it, but it's gonna be a really awesome addition. If it is a 2017 coaster, it might take, the best new ride of 2017. I still think Mystic Timbers will. I think Mystic Timbers is going to be more intense and thrilling, but, just being that high up is insane. And, I hear it's the Skyplex Complex. That's insane. It's a very long ride. It looks pretty cool, and I think it'll be an interesting addition for the city of Orlando. So, but I think they've delayed a lot on this. Everything I've heard is 2017 for that, but I don't exactly know. I think they finally got cleared to start building it. I don't exactly know when it opens or any of that stuff. So, anyways, well, let's talk about some of the more interesting stuff. Now, this is going to be interesting because I probably know more about this project than you'll ever see anyone on the internet right now. And I was very heavily debating whether I'd even discuss this one because I do know a lot of information about it. And I'm not 100% positive, but I'm 99.9999999% sure of what is going into this park. This one is an unannounced ride for 2018 that I think is really going to blow people away. So 2018 is going to be a fantastic year for roller coasters, and hopefully maybe in 2017 Lightning Rod will open as well. So, what are my thoughts on Titan? You don't like it very much. I guess you'll need to be a little bit more specific. What Titan are you talking about? The roller coaster Titan from Six Flags, which is in Six Flags over Texas, I think. I don't exactly know. If that's what you're talking about, so I don't exactly know. But anyways, I got some pictures here. And I want you guys to guess where this is at. Hold on. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this file. At least get it out of there. There we go. Because it wasn't supposed to go in that folder. It was supposed to go somewhere else. All right, here we go. So I'm going to build this picture up. I actually found it online. I don't know how people got these pictures, but they did. And this is actually very, very recent, and I actually know these are true because I actually saw this myself. So, from this first photo, does anybody know where this construction site is? Just by the first look of it. I know very much where this is. I've driven past it, so I actually know where this is. And I saw this exact construction going on myself. So this is construction for a 2018 project, not 2017. So this is a 2018 project that's going on currently that has yet to be announced. And it's going to be a huge project, I believe. And this is the main one I wanted to talk about tonight. It's going to take a while. So if you guys have guessed Silver Dollar City, you would be correct. A lot of you have said Silver Dollar City SDC. Now, I'm about to share some information with you that is not confirmed, but all the stuff that I know. I know a lot about this park. So this is Silver Dollar City. They've been working on this project since towards the beginning of last season in 2016. So a lot of people speculated this would open in 2017. However, I knew it was going to open in 2018 way before then because I have my resources, okay? So anyways, because literally I get to see this construction nearly every single day. But anyways, this picture is actually taking, you can actually drive by it. Like this is the entrance to Silver Dollar City, the road. You actually pass this construction site. It's right there on the right. There used to be nothing but trees here, like nothing but trees. And literally nothing but trees. Now you can see everything, like everything. And this building right here that they're actually constructing on, and here's another good look. I don't know where these people got these pictures, just being on the side of the road, because these pictures are from the road, I can tell. These are definitely from the road. I don't know if people stopped and took pictures. They may have. It is the off season, so not a lot of people are on that road. But there is a lot of construction going on, and there's that building right there that went up just in the last month, that structure right there. I've seen those footers for the longest time. I was wondering if they're coaster footers or building footers, and they're actually building footers for the station. So this is definitely going to be the station for this coaster. Now, I did say coaster, so it is going to be a roller coaster, I can say that. Here's Thunderation. You can actually see Thunderation's track right here, which is interesting. I'm going to go through all these. Then there's some footers right here. This is also right by Thunderation, as you can see right there. So these pictures are actually really great pictures. I found them online at on Screamscape and stuff. They got some really good pictures of the construction site from this month. These literally came out these pictures are literally from maybe a week ago, if that. So there, you see all these coaster footers near the roads. You're going to be able to see this ride from the road, no problem. So you're going to be driving by Silver City. You're going to be able to see this ride. I can tell you that much. So you can see over here, this is the Echo Hollow Theater. You can clearly see it from here now, and you can see that there's some footers around there. So it's going to be really close to, you're going to be able to see this ride from Echo Hollow as well, that theater. So here's a really long-ranged view, what you would see probably from the road. You can see Thunderation here, and they said that you could actually see footers in like the perimeter of Thunderation. So it's going to be like literally going to be interacting with Thunderation somehow, the way it sounds. So if we get to the point, they might have to shut down Thunderation for a couple days if they have to work in that area. You never know. But Thunderation's right there. There's the station building. You could see all this land right here that is going to be taken up. So here's a close-up of that building again. And I was wondering what these footers were for, and it actually it actually shows. But as for what's coming, like I said, I'm 99.999999999% sure of what's coming to this park. So we're going to get into that, but I'm just going through all these pictures. So here's another good picture of the station building. As you can see, a little close-up of what's over here. I don't exactly know. Just a lot of different supplies. A lot of people have said, I've heard stated that there's track already on the site. I don't think there's track there yet, or supports. But they're really working hard, but we'll probably be seeing coaster tracks, I would say, in the next couple of months, to be honest. I would expect an announcement of this ride around August or September. You look at the consistency. They announced Outlaw Run in 2012, around mid-August, I think it was. I think it was like August 12th or something of 2012 is when they announced Outlaw Run. So I'm going to be expecting more of maybe a August-September announcement. Now, as for what this ride is going to be, we're going to discuss that just right here, right now. As you can see, you get a better picture of Thunderation here, and you could never really see Thunderation from the road. Now you can. This construction site is actually really bigger than I thought it was. I can tell you right now, the two options that that was most available that people were speculating was a B&M dive coaster or a Mack launched spinning coaster. Those were the two options, simply because Silver City sent out a survey back about a year ago of what guests would want to see next in the park. And there was two coasters on there, a B&M dive and a Mack launched spinning coaster. Or Mach, however you would pronounce it, depending where you're from. I think it's like pronounced Mach in Germany or something like that. But we pronounce it as Mack. So, anyways, those were the two options. Now, I can tell you easily which one won. Because I'm pretty sure, 100% sure, what this is. So, the winner that is most rumored, a lot of people were saying B&M Dive at first, but that's not the case. Mac launch spinning coaster. It's not 100% confirmed, but it is not a B&M. I can tell you that much. This is not going to be a B&M coaster. This is going to be a Mac spinning coaster. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, maybe they went a completely different route and didn't go with either of those two. That could be the case. But for me knowing, I actually know someone that is working on this project that literally told us a Mac spinning coaster. He's working on the project. He's with the SDC team. He's a maintenance team with maintenance and construction. That's what he told me. And that's what he said, that it's going to be a Mac launched spinning coaster multi-launch. This is going to have multiple launches in it, not just one, but multi-launch, and it could possibly launch backwards. There's also speculation that it could have two different trains, one with spinning trains and one without the spinning trains, to give the audience, give it a more appeal to more audiences for people that don't want to spin on this ride, don't have to ride it spinning, so it could be an option. I don't know what all of that, but that is all speculation and rumors. There's a lot of rumors going on, Park, about this ride, and I can tell you right now, it's going to be a multi-launch Mac spinning coaster. We'll see what it actually is in August, but that is what I'm going to speculate. Now, this is a rumor. This one, it could go either way. I'm not entirely sure if it's true, because I didn't hear it from a good source. But as for I heard that it could possibly be over 200 feet too. I don't know about that. I heard it's going to have a really steep drop as well. But am I allowed to tell you that? I'm allowed because I am 99.999% sure what this is going to be. I'm not 100% sure. So don't go quoting me on this. I don't know. None of this is a lie. I actually do. I have been told what it is from one of our maintenance guys. He told us. I probably shouldn't be sharing it on the internet, but, you know, if he could have been bluffing to me, I don't know. I simply don't know if he would actually tell us. But everyone has told us Mac spinning, and this has been on the internet for a year now, that everyone's been saying Mac spinning. People have been saying that. People have been saying that, you know, that it's a Mac spinning, you know, so I'm not the first one to bring this up. I'm really not. I actually took this from online sites and stuff, a lot of it, and stuff like that, so, but this is my speculation. I'm allowed to speculate. Like, I'm not telling you guys what this is. I'm just telling you what I believe it's going to be, and I'm pretty sure what it's going to be. Because if I was to actually know there was like 100% was told what it was from Brad Thomas or the CEO, I would definitely not be telling you guys if I absolutely knew what it was. Now, but this is all speculation and not confirmed. I am going to be saying that. This is nothing that is 100% confirmed. You see all the footers, and there's also a building back here that was built quite a bit back. For a while I thought that was going to be the station, but it's not. But next thing I want to talk about is also the theme and the name of the ride. So Hirsch Family Entertainment has been rumored to actually trademark the name Time Traveler. Now, that doesn't mean this is going to be the name of the ride. It really doesn't. It could be anything, and it could be a name for something else. But what gave people the idea that this is going to be named Time Traveler is that during another survey, they gave out 3 different themes. And one of them was about time traveling. Now, as for that theme, I'm not a huge fan of that theme. And calling this ride Time Traveler, I don't really care for that. But if it's a good ride, who cares, right? Now, Mac at IAPA actually showed off a Mac launch spinning coaster that was very small and very compact. I can actually show that to you here in just a second, if I can pop it right up here in YouTube. But let's see, Mac Spinning coaster. Let's see what this looks like. Excuse me. It's pretty much this thing. I do not think this is what SDC is getting in 2018. People speculated that this is what they're getting. I don't think so. It's too small for them to start. It's too small for them to build this. The construction site's too big. They've been working on this they've been working on this since 2016 and for a ride that's coming out in 2018. So the construction takes about 2 years, nearly 2 years. So there's no way that they're going to make this it. Like, I think it's a fun ride. Looks like a great fun ride. But I would be pretty disappointed if this is actually the route that they went. So as you can see, though, the concept here is awesome because you can ride it spinning or non-spinning, and the turntable is actually really cool, which is also a really neat feature. Now, I don't think this is what they're getting. I think it will be similar, but it will have its own custom layout and a full layout, if that makes sense. Like a full circuit, full layout. That is what I'm thinking. Now, this is all speculation. I don't think... I'm one of the ones against the idea that this is what SDC is getting. The way that the footers are placed already and everything in the construction site, I don't think it's going to be this. But all speculation, obviously. I don't exactly know. I've been told things by people, and that, is not 100%. I can't speak for the park or anything. I don't know what is coming. I really don't, but this is what I think is coming, is a multi-launch spinning coaster with a time-traveling theme. And it's going to be huge. I think it's going to be record-breaking. It's going to be a first-of-its-kind ride that's going to be amazing. So, anyways, that's all I'm going to talk about for SDC 2018. Okay, that's all I'm going to talk about. Now, hopefully I won't get flagged or in trouble for mentioning anything about this ride. Because it's already on the internet. People have been talking about this, and I'm pretty much repeating that. I'm not making up my own thing that I know what it's going to be. So, it's not any secrets. It's literally not any secret that this is what everyone thinks that SDC is getting. And who knows, they could surprise us with something completely different. I'm just telling you what I've been told and what I've seen on the internet and stuff like that. That's what most likely is coming to SDC in 2018. Again, nothing is confirmed. I just want to stress that I can't confirm this because I don't exactly know myself. So, anyways, I want to talk to finish up here, I want to talk about probably the most anticipated 2018 ride that is coming to Cedar Point in 2018, and that is Mean Streak RMC. This is also yet to be announced, but it's all there. Everyone knows. It's everything but confirmed that an RMC is coming to Cedar Point. So they closed down Mean Streak last September in 2016, and a lot of speculation was that it's getting RMC'd. And what do you know? The RMC trucks showed up. They started stripping the track off, and there is the RMC track being laid out. And there's already RMC track on the ride as we speak right now. And it looks amazing. I hope it is going to be great. I hope it is going to be the best RMC out there. That's all I'm going to say. They have a huge amount of potential here that they can do. I mean, you can already see how much steeper the lift hill is. Everyone says this ride is going to be over 200 feet tall. not confirmed, but it looks really awesome. And then, of course, there was that one picture of, I think it's after the first drop, it's going up really steep-like, which looks awesome. But I love what Cedar Point's doing. They're updating all their rides. You know, they added Gatekeeper, they revitalized their entrance, which was much needed. And then in 2014, they had some more family rides, I think it was. And then 2015, they redid Mantis and Rougarou because no one really cared for the stand-up concept. And they improved that ride, and now it's a floorless coaster, and it's pretty smooth, and it's a pretty good ride. Now, 2016, they added a dive coaster. Now in 2018, they're looking to improve one of their older rides that wasn't as popular as it was when it obviously opened. Mean Streak, I rode it once when I was at Cedar Point right before it closed, about a month before it closed, and I was not a big fan of it. You know, I think if it wasn't so rough, it actually is a pretty good ride. Now, this being an RMC now, it's probably going to be one of the best rides in the park. Hands down. I mean, you're talking Rocky Mountain Construction, one of the best coaster manufacturers at the moment for doing this to wooden coasters. It's pretty impressive of what they have been doing. You see Outlaw Run, Goliath, Iron Rattler, New Texas Giants. All these rides have been high-class, amazing coasters. Now I'm trying to see if I remember this guy in the announcement video. That was funny. It's kind of an interesting thing. But you saw all these stakes here. We knew it was getting RMC'd. It's confirmed pretty much. Obviously, not. It hasn't been confirmed by Cedar Point, but it's definitely confirmed that it's getting RMC'd. No one can deny it any longer. The RMC track's on the ride itself. I mean, I don't know how there's not more evidence here. It doesn't get more evident than that. I mean, you got the RMC track laying on the ground. Some of it's already installed on the track itself, and it's there. So you can't deny it's being RMC'd. I don't think anyone is at this point, but if you are, I mean, the proof is already there. It's getting RMC'd. Now, I'm surprised I haven't been able to find that one picture that they say was leaked, but I don't know. It looks like, there it is. Someone just kind of took a picture of it. This is a really cool, interesting photo as well. You can see that really steep. This is after the first drop where it goes over. Now, it's kind of a lot of speculation of what is actually going to happen here, as you can kind of see the layout of what it's going to do. Now, you see like these beams going across here. They're very small right here, and then they're very long right here. I don't know what that means. But anything, I'm sure this ride will have a couple inversions. I'm going to guess about 2-3 inversions at max. It's going to be the largest RMC in the world, I believe. I truly believe that. It's going to have a beyond 200-foot drop, and a very steep drop at that. It will probably be between 80-85 degrees is going to be my guess. And I think this thing's going to hit up to, in the 70-some odd miles an hour. I think that's definitely going to be. So I think Cedar Point, I'm excited. I can't wait to ride this myself. I'll definitely have to take a trip to Cedar Point in 2018 to ride Mean Streak. A lot of people still have hopes that it's going to be open in 2017. Trust me, they would have had it announced by now. I know people brought up that Top Thrill Dragster didn't get announced until like January. We're in February right now, guys. There's no way it's going to be 2017. And if it was, it would definitely be later in the year. It's not going to be at the beginning of the season if it is in 2017. I don't see why they would do that. And, they have made a lot of progress on it. I will say that. But, being ahead is good. Is a good thing. Just because, they still have a year, It's 2018. It's going to be 2018. When they're going to announce it, I don't know. I think they'll announce it probably like in August or something like that. I don't know if they would wait too much longer, but something like August, September is usually when a lot of these rides get announced. So people are going to be waiting for this announcement a lot. So As for this element, I don't know what it's going to look like or what they're going to be doing here completely, but it looks like, I don't know if this is going to invert here or not, but it doesn't really look like it. So this is actually considerably taller than what it was, and it's going to be huge. But I'm excited to go back to Cedar Point this year, and it's going to be a fun ride. I hope it's going to be a fun ride. And I can't wait to see the construction myself when I'm there at the park. And my first ride on Mean Streak was my last ride. And as for name of the ride, I don't know what they'll do. You know, maybe they'll call it Iron Streak or something. That'd be kind of cheesy. I kind of look at them and going in the direction of completely retheming the ride and making it a different theme and a different name completely. I think they're going to trash the Mean Streak concept and everything like that. I don't think it's going to do that. So looking at this picture, I'm going to think maybe an outside bank turn. Kind of look at Outlaw Run. Outlaw Run's first inversion after you go over the first drop, and you get this outside bank turn. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if we go Outlaw Run, if I remember how to type, Outlaw Run, outside banked turn. I probably didn't have to add that, but I'm going to be looking for maybe an element sort of like this. This element is fantastic. I love the outside bank turn on Outlaw Run. It's really cool because you're going up, you're turning, and then you like twist the other direction, and then you flip back the other way. So it's kind of like, think of, it's not completely upside down, but it still counts as an inversion. But I think, something similar to this element would be cool. Like it goes up, goes to the outside, and then comes back the other way where it's supposed to go. I think that would be really thrilling. And, do it kind of like, almost like Outlaw Run's outside bank turn, 153-degree outside bank turn to be exact. What is that? I don't know what that is. That's a coaster, different coaster that is on there. Oh, look, Goliath's zero-G roll stall, zero-G stall. I've never been on a ride that has a zero-G stall. It'd be fun. But, yeah, I would expect something like that. But as for the name, they could go and keep it the way it is. But I don't know. I have no idea. Oh look, I love looking at Outlaw Run's first drop. Isn't that amazing? It just disappears in all right, we're getting off topic there, but but anyways, Mean Streak, I think it's going to be most likely the best RMC out there. If it is, it's going to be awesome. There'll be a lot of debates and stuff, but we'll just have to wait and see for all these rides. For the ones that have not been announced yet, we will see what those are going to be. As for Silver Dollar City, my bet is a Mack launch spinning coaster, and that is what my prediction is. As for Cedar Point, I'm predicting an RMC Mean Streak. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get that one right. But anyways, let me guys know in the comments what you guys think is what you're looking most forward to in future attractions and rides for parks in the future. Let me guys know what you guys think about those. What your favorite roller coasters are going to be. Do you like the idea of a Mox launch spinning coaster coming to SDC, or do you like the RMC Mean Streak coming to Cedar Point? Being Cedar Point, I'm sure it's going to be a record-breaking RMC. There's no doubts. Definitely. But let me guys know what you guys think. If I missed any of them that you're really excited about, of course, 2017 is definitely not a year for roller coasters, except for Mystic Timbers, which is actually does look good. 2018 looks like it's going to be a huge year for roller coasters as far as I know. There's a lot of stuff that's not announced, but we'll see later in the year. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more. No, I don't usually do content like this, but for more content like this. And I will catch you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day and an even cooler tomorrow. Thank you, and goodbye.